Without this, you will miss out on all of the memories and the life will pass you by. And with this, you're going to be part of all the beautiful memories that you will make with your children and raise them as secure human beings. So what am I talking about here, guys? I'm talking about a parent that is present. A parent that is present in their kids' life emotionally and actually themselves, listening and observing to their children on a daily basis. Instead of focusing on what are they going to become in future, almost crafting a child that they can then have ready for the future so they can go and become very successful financially in a particular sector, which is what majority of the parents tend to be doing. Here's the thing. Modern parents believe in putting kids in one activity after the next and crafting a human being that can go out there and compete with dog eats dog competition so they can be successful in their future. See, I believe that's completely rubbish, because you could create a child, you can craft a child that may make lots of money, but they might be very insecure and they might not be very confident human beings, and that may affect their relationships in future, and as well as their ability to kind of do more and be passionate about who they are. The truth is, no one really knows what future holds, yet we continue to strive for future rather than being present and seeing what's right in front of us. The research shows that a child that grows up with love, support and observation from their parents is going to be a lot more secure, a lot more confident than the child who's grown up doing activity after activity with parents not quite present, but providing parents but not being present with their love and affection towards that child. Would you now agree that being present in your kid's life is so much more important than actually ensuring their activities and crafting them for future? So parents, write this down. True happiness is about being in present without being anxious about the future. Now let me ask you a question. How present are you in your kid's life? How much time do you really make to do nothing else but being there, just to see them, talk to them, observe them and be there for them? I bet you can't tell me that you do that a lot. However, you spend all your time with them. You're there all the time, you're around all the time, but you're tidying up, you're on your phone, you're doing other things and listening to your kids. So you can never pay your full attention, and you know what happens when you don't pay your full attention to something, you don't get to know that thing fully. So you kind of the kids grow up without you knowing who they really are, what they're about, what makes them who they are. You're just focused on, I just want my child to grow up enough to help themselves in the world and have a good job and get married and have 2 kids. And you've kind of missed out on the aspect of who they actually really are and what is it they actually need. That's only going to come from a parent that is present in their child's life. I wasn't a present parent all my life. I found it very challenging after having one child and then having another one to then be present for both. I felt my time was taken a lot with the younger one, and I felt that I wasn't able to give my older child as much attention as I wanted to do. However, that felt like a difficult task then, but when I look back now, something that I practice daily, which is being present in my kid's life, it isn't that difficult. You know, I grew up in an environment where my parents wanted a very good future for me, and homework was very, very important, and it was all about regimented style of this is what needs to happen next. There was no time when I felt my parents were present in my life. They were around. There's a difference between they were around but they weren't quite present, and as a result of that, I feel that as I grew up I wasn't emotionally secure, and success comes from being emotionally secure. So it's so important that you have a balance on that. I'm not saying don't do homework, I'm not saying don't have activities planned, but if you're just having the activity planned, if you're just sitting down to do one after the next thing, but you're not there to actually be in your kid's life, present, like you would when you sit down with your friends and you're really present in the moment, you're listening to them, you're interacting with them, you're picking up on what's going on with them, real deep, what's happening with their body language, you're picking up on all of that. Do you give that exact time to your kids without having the pressure of homework, this, that and the other? forget everything and just be present for your kids? Do you do that? That's my question to ask you. Because I was a parent who wasn't doing that, and I now practice this particular being present in life, being present for my kids now, today. Why are we investing in future? Why are we doing things for future when right now is the moment to live? We don't know what future holds, so why are we doing that? I understand that there's a planning needs to be done, and then some kind of future investment needs to be made, and we need to grow, help our kids to grow up to be secure human beings in all areas. But the biggest thing we're missing out on, because of our lifestyle, which is so fast and rushing, and both parents working, and one's coming in, the other one's going out, and we're literally passing our kids over to the next, we're missing out on a lot of beautiful memories. The kids are here in this world so you can enjoy them, and they can enjoy you as parents, and a beautiful bond can be created so they grow up with love rather than crafted as robots. I want to leave you with this quote. Realize this deeply. The present is the only moment you have. Focus on present today. Thank you very much, guys, for listening. I'll be back next week with another topic that can help you with raising your kids and bringing that balance to your lives. Thanks for listening. Catch you next week.